Merry Christmas, friends and family, and I hope that you guys are having a happy holidays. But I have this addiction to live streaming. Shaky, shaky. I'm just gonna do a video. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna put it on YouTube. And I mean, really, like, what other way was I really gonna do a Christmas card? We wanna wish you a happy holidays. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Most of you are probably celebrating Christmas. Again. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year from me and my little man. He's not a little man, he's a dude, but my fiance Chris. Merry Christmas. So now my other friend Kathryn wanted me to read you a list, so I got my notes.
Kathryn wanted me to take you on a tour of 330 Columbia because Columbia is where they moved.
Shaky, shaky. Look at that. I mean, if you know anything about my friend Karen's Sogard, oh my gosh, the designer extraordinaire. Except the wallpaper wasn't her. Don't worry, Karen, we're gonna change it, honey. Okay, Kathryn and Chris wanted me to give you a little tour. It might be a little messy. There's tree number 1, about tree 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know. There's about 11 in here. This is Kathryn and Chris's Christmas wish to you. Shaky, shaky. So I hope you guys are ready. And they wanted to do their Christmas card this way because you know how Kathryn is with her live streaming addiction. It's an addiction to live streaming. Get comfortable. You might want to grab a glass of wine. Shaky, shaky, you know, some eggnog. Shaky, shaky, whatever. Because we're going to be talking about what happened. Number 1, Kathryn in January. It might be too much information, but she wanted me to mention it to you. If you saw her last season, the last holiday season, she was pretty sick. Come January, after a colonoscopy and all these tests, she was diagnosed with ulcerative colitis, which is an autoimmune disease that affects your colon, and it's genetic, and we're gonna blame it on her dad. It's all good. And Chris was very supportive. So now my other friend, oh hello! In May, they bought the new house with the support of Bob and Lynn, decorated by Miss Karen Sogard, the designer extraordinaire. My friend,
330 Columbia.
stay over there, dear, and drink your wine. Shaky, shaky, eggnog. Don't get too tipsy. Shaky, shaky, whatever. And of course, Mike Karen's husband definitely did some touches as well. Their house is beautiful, a little bit messy. They have a lot of stuff. But believe me, if you come to visit, they'll make sure it's tidy. In May, Katy also quit her job. She is excitedly on her journey as a life coach, started her new business. Chris, of course, is the sensible one, and he is still working at that auto literature place in Rhinebeck. After they bought their house, they were loving everything about it until there was 3 floods. So now my other friend, let me tell you, honey, goodness gracious, child, honey, let me tell you what happened with those floods. Go refill your wine glass, eggnog, drink it all. You're gonna need it for this one. Shaky, shaky. They were having issues in their basement and they were gonna get fixed. Then, you know, this summer when we were getting all that rain, if you live here in Iowa, you know about the rain that we were getting. Oh my gosh, honey, like, oh my gosh. Tons of rain, but they were faulty. They were bad. Oh my goodness. They had, on 2 occasions, over 8 inches in their entire basement. Go refill your wine glass, eggnog, drink it all. Katy sat on the stairs and she wept like a little baby. She was just so upset, but that worked out. They had the basement fixed. It was fine. So then, come July, you know, Katy turned about 30 years old. She was a little nervous about it. You know, when a woman turns 30, it just seems like the world is gonna end. You say goodbye to foolishness. Shaky, shaky. Clearly she didn't. And then you gotta be an adult. You gotta pull up those britches. Shaky, shaky. So, 30, July 12th rolls around and Katy's just like, oh God, I'm gonna be 30. No. And then you know what happened? Oh my Lord, that Chris Sogard, he put a ring on her finger, shaky, shaky, and he made her the happiest girl ever. 30 sounded like a horrible thing to Kathryn, but I'm telling you, I think it's a pretty good year for her. Kathryn had her nephew here from Florida, and they've enjoyed him, and they got to see Chris's nephew Sawyer, who is just a little delight, and Chris has developed a love for mowing. Whoever would have thought that? He is a pro mower in their yard. Oh my. Besides the kitchen, the yard is to die for. Between Katie's live streaming addiction and Chris's eBay habit, they've been keeping so busy. And now Katy is gonna have her own radio digital show. It might sound like that I'm just bragging on Katy, but you know what? Chris didn't want to have a lot to put in this card. Of course, Katy does all the talking, as we know. So we definitely got more out of her than we did of Chris. But I'm sure he's a happy son of a gun to get that girl. That sounded like a brag too. Anyways, they hope that you're having a very Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. That you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Happy holidays. And that you're gonna have the best Happy New Year of ever. Shaky, shaky. I don't know that 2017 is gonna be quite as good for Kathryn and Chris, but they sure are excited. It's so darn exciting, and they just can't wait. It's gonna be a great year. We truly hope that you guys have a wonderful 2017 and that you've had a wonderful 2016. We love you guys so much. Thank you for taking the extra effort for watching this video. You guys are amazing. Like I always say on my live streams, not that you're my audience, because you guys are my friends and family, but time is something you guys can't get back. And so I do appreciate the fact that you guys are a part of our lives, both Chris and I's, and I appreciate the fact that you spent a little bit of time watching this video. So, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Shaky Shaky. I feel like there needs to be a dance party. Okay, maybe not. Okay, bye guys.